Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back with a brand new video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the WWE Greatest 100 Matches coffee table book. Now, a few years ago, and actually going back to almost really a decade ago, WWE they were releasing a lot of these just neat coffee table books. They still do, but I believe the genesis of these books were, back in that 2012, 13, 14 period. They just started releasing these really neat books, and some of them include this book, of course. Some other ones that I have from around that time are the WWE 50th anniversary. There was also a WrestleMania 30th anniversary, and then of course that was around the time of the WWE Encyclopedia started. So these books were all produced, and I believe to this day they're still produced by DK Publishing, which is a company up there. And a funny little fact is that DK Publishing they actually published what was really the forerunner to the to the WWE Encyclopedia. It was a book called WCW The Ultimate Guide, which came out, I believe, it came out in like 2000 or early 2001, because I got a copy at a church yard sale back in that period, and it's a great historical look at WCW from that 2000s time period. And once I get that book out of storage, I definitely want to do a review on that. And they also, DK Publishing also produced a lot of mini WCW books from that period. I actually have a couple of them on Sting and Goldberg. So and they produce publish a lot of children's books. So just want to give you a little background on that. But this book is, for a person who is into wrestling history, this is definitely a book you probably want to pick up, especially if you're into WWE history. The cover, the whole book is very sturdy, great quality, so many colors that pop. I just love the image on here, the images. That's the spine, and then on the back. So this is just a really, firm book. And I have not looked through this book in several years. So this is going to be a refresher for me as well, to see if this book really kind of stands the test of time. And from the cover, a lot of these matches, I would definitely agree, were some of the greatest matches in WWE history. Off the bat, we can look at a Rocker Austin match, the famous Steamboat Savage WrestleMania 3, Bret Bulldog, Sasha and Bailey from NXT Takeover Brooklyn in 2015. So some really strong contenders. And we see the foreword is by WWE Hall of Famer, legendary Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. So we're just going to take a look through some of the book. We're not going to go through all of it, but we have the table of contents right here, which lists the matches. The matches are pretty chronological, so you're starting with matches from the, well, not necessarily. I thought it was. It appeared to be, but anyway, let's continue. So we have the forward by Steamboat. So yeah, it's not exactly. It's always not chronological. I thought it was, but it's not. But and the format, the flow of these is that you have, and just awesome pictures throughout. Some of these are pictures that I've never seen before. But the format is, you have the match, you have a paragraph about the lead up, then the actual match itself, and then the aftermath, and then on the left page you have the the card that it took place at. So we can see this was WrestleMania 3 Intercontinental Championship match. You have the statistical information, the date and location, date and venue. So, and we're just flipping through. We have Michael's Flair from, I think that was WrestleMania 24, the retirement match, or what should have been Flair's retirement match. Rock and Triple H from SummerSlam 98, a very notable match in both guys' careers. That's actually a match that's fully, so far we're doing pretty good on this for these first three matches to, in my estimation, to be three of the more important matches in WWE history. And we're going to continue Undertaker and Edge, Hell in a Cell. Yeah, great match, but I don't know if I'll call it one of the, well, it's not most important, it's greatest. So you can make an argument for a lot of these. Very historically important match, Buddy Rogers against Bruno Sammartino. This doesn't cut it, that match. But for the most part, this book is pretty accurate. We see the Austin Michaels match from WrestleMania 14, and that may not have been the greatest match of that era, but it was certainly one of the most important as it kicked off the Austin era. Sheik Hogan, another hugely important match. The beginning of Hulkamania in WWE. The legendary Taker Mankind Hell in the Cell. CM Punk and John Cena. This was the 2011 Money in the Bank match, which is truly worthy of that honor. The Shield Wyatt family. That was a hot match at the time. That was the long-awaited match of the two hot young factions in WWE, and that match definitely lived up to the hype. So, as I said, a lot of these matches are they're very worthy of being in a book about the 100 best matches in WWE. We had the Rumble 2002. I would like to go back and read that. The main event of the first WrestleMania, definitely worthy of inclusion. Trish and Lita, that was Trish's final match of her, active career when she retired in 2006. Bob Backlund, Stan Hansen, a very good inclusion. And they really went through the archives and found some really historically great matches, important matches. So we have Michaels Benjamin. Again, one of the best Raw matches of all time. I cannot argue that match is placing. When I think about all-time great Monday Night Raw matches, that match is one that comes to mind. Rock and Hogan from WrestleMania, definitely. Undertaker Rock Angle for Vengeance 02, definitely. And these are like a lot of matches that, like I said, the average fan, you may not remember because there have been just so many great matches over the years. But at the time, this was one of the best triple threat matches in company history. I remember that match vividly. Bryan and Dolph, I don't know about that. The legendary boot camp match, alley fight, Sergeant Slaughter and Pat Patterson definitely deserves to be in there. Zayn and Cesaro. Now, on the surface, you may wonder, this is a match you probably didn't even hear about because this match was during the early genesis of NXT. This was like NXT in 2012, 13. This was before the TakeOver era. This was before NXT was on the network as a weekly show. But this match, and I've never watched this match, but I heard that this match was really what gave Triple H the impetus to make NXT a more, the black and gold NXT, a more work rate based alternative to the main roster product. And this was one of the real first big matches of Sami Zayn's WWE career, and that really opened people's eyes to him in NXT. And we see Sami Zayn's career today has ended up pretty successful. Incredible Heart Foundation Austin from Calgary Stampede 97, worthy of inclusion. Don't think that match is. That Money in the Bank. Team Piper versus Flair, no. So we're getting that was definitely a memorable match. The Rock Mankind Royal Rumble, no, that was a Raw match, so never mind. No, I thought that was a Rumble match from 99. Michaels Razor WrestleMania 10, classic. Cena Bryan SummerSlam 2013, worthy of inclusion. Angle Brock Lesnar, just about all their major matches are worthy of inclusion. I believe this was the Iron Man match on SmackDown. Yep, Iron Man match on SmackDown, one of the best Iron matches in company history. So yeah, I just want to give you an idea of it, and just like really incredible. Jericho Austin, the match where Jericho became the undisputed champion. So really, and rest in peace, Billy Graham, Superstar Graham, that passed away recently. We have him against Bruno Sammartino, two of the biggest stars of that 70s era in WWE. So very cool book. Paige and Emma. That's a match I forgot about. That was the women's title match on the first NXT special on the network. A lot of people think that NXT TakeOver was the first special because they remember the not legendary, but the finals of the NXT Women's Title Tournament between Charlotte Flair and Natty. But this was actually preceded that. This was Paige and Emma for the NXT Women's Title, and this was before Paige got called up to the main roster. So really just a lot of history in this book, as you can see. So just wanted to, take you through this, and just really cool book. So, and again, most of these matches to me passed the test. So again, a very, very just nice book with lots of history, awesome pictures, and you should be able to find this pretty cheaply on Amazon. I mean, I got this off of Amazon in like 2013. Oh my gosh, Brett and the 1-2-3 Kid, one of the best Raw matches ever. Batista Triple H feud from 2005. And that match wasn't the best. Their Hell in a Cell match from that year was actually awesome. Their WrestleMania match was average at best. The Shield Evolution match, great. Brett and Austin WrestleMania 13, one of the greatest matches ever. So really just a nice, just Banks and Bailey, arguably the best women's match in company history. So again, just wanted to just take you through this book, and by all means, if you are curious about this book, I would encourage you to definitely pick this up on Amazon. It's a great read, and you're going to probably learn some things that you didn't know about some of matches that you may have forgotten. So very good book, definitely. And just again, just wanted to provide you all with some content. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Instagram at JD Collectible to join me on my other collecting journeys. And just thanks for watching. I hope you guys stay safe, and I will see you again after a while.